Ruby here. Today I want to talk about 5 reasons to consider a comprehensive stool analysis. Number one would be if you have persistent digestive symptoms. This one seems pretty obvious, right? But many patients I see have had GI symptoms for a long time, and conventional medicine has not been able to find the answer. Oftentimes, we can find the answer by doing a comprehensive stool analysis where we look deeper at who is living in the gut, eliminate the bad guys, optimize the good guys, and these long-term symptoms go away. Symptoms like bloating, diarrhea, constipation, or abdominal pain. So if you have persistent GI symptoms, yes, comprehensive stool testing is going to be a great idea. Secondly, is if you have signs of intestinal inflammation. And one of the biggies here is blood. If there's blood in the stool, we need to figure out what's going on. Cancer until proven otherwise, but also autoimmune conditions of the gut or really bad inflammatory bacteria overgrowth can lead to blood in the stool. And this always needs an evaluation. Number 3 may surprise you a little bit, but if you have a skin condition, I often think about looking at the gut. Our skin is an outward manifestation of what's happening inside of our gut. So if you have eczema, acne, or other unexplained rashes, taking a good look at the gut is a great place to start. Fourth situation would be if you've had frequent antibiotic use or if stress seems to flare up your gut. Often these both can be signs that our good gut bacteria or microbiome may be low, and we can evaluate that with a comprehensive stool analysis as well. And then number 5, and this is really a common reason I test the gut, is routine screening for prevention or clarity. I'll tell you, I just ordered comprehensive stool analysis on myself and all of my family members. Not because most of us are having any symptoms, but just to see the state of affairs and see where things are at. And you would be shocked what we find even in people who aren't having what they think of as symptoms. But shockingly, cleaning the gut up makes them feel better than even before. The first time I tested my gut, I really wasn't having any GI symptoms at all, but I just did it for curiosity purposes. And I found that the aches and pains that I had in my body that I just thought were attributed to being the age that I was got better. My skin became clearer. My bowels moved more completely and more regularly, and my energy even increased as I cleaned my gut up. Um, Before I end today's video, I do want to just show you what we find when we look at these tests and what the test itself looks like. So I'm going to share my screen and show you some of the pages of a recent GI map I did. So this is page 1, and the result column is here in the middle, and that less than DL means below detectable limits. So this is a perfect page 1. None of these bacterial pathogens exist. This is what I frequently find on patients' GI maps. These are acute bacterial pathogens, and if they had something here, probably this is going to be found in conventional medicine. I tell people, you'd be so sick you'd be in the emergency room. If they sent you home, you'd be going back the next day because something was clearly acutely wrong. So generally, we don't find a whole lot on page 1. But look at page 2. We look for H. pylori. H. pylori is a really big deal. It's a bad bacteria that can live in the stomach and prevent the adequate digestion of food. It can lead to ulcers, heartburn, and sometimes even stomach cancer. So there is no H. pylori here, but we do find it all the time. The second half of this page is looking at the good gut bacteria. You want a strong, good gut army to be fighting the bad guys off. And this looks like a pretty good microbiome, good gut bacteria population. We want these to all be known, but hiding in this section is going to be these are the good, beneficial gut bacteria. The third page is where we usually find problems. And see these 4 here in the red? These are bad. These are overgrowth of bad gut bacteria, and we want to eliminate these. Honestly, these bottom 2 are more problematic than these top 2. This top 2 really feed on partially digested food, so improving digestion will oftentimes make these go away, but these inflammatory gut bacteria can lead to autoimmune disease, inflammation in the body, and inflammation in the body leads to disease. And those really need to be aggressively eliminated. And then the final page looks at parasites. And look here, there is a parasite on this GI map. Even though this is a low amount of the parasite, it is still a big deal. We always aggressively treat parasites when we find them. And then down here are intestinal health markers, all of which mean something very specific and different, and are all very important. Steatocrit is a measure of fat digestion, which can correlate with gallbladder function and bile production. Elastase is a measure of your pancreatic enzyme function. Improving that can help to improve your ability to digest food. Beta-glucuronidase is a measure of toxin production by the gut bacteria. You want that to be nice and low. Blood, you want this to be as low as possible too. Secretory IgA is a marker of the immune system in the gut, and you want that to be a little higher than it is here. It can be suppressed with stress and adrenal issues. Anti-gliadin antibody is reactivity to gluten. Eosinophil activation protein can be elevated with more significant food allergies. And then calprotectin is a marker for inflammation in the gut, specifically can be a marker associated with inflammatory bowel disease like ulcerative colitis or Crohn's. There's a lot we can learn in these comprehensive stool tests. And guess what? Every single thing in here can be fixed naturally. And when those things are fixed, patients feel better and they are protected from future disease. So, is it time to have your stool tested? It certainly is worth the information. I've never found a perfect test yet. So, hope this helps. Have a great day.